What we live now?
Wait, what now?
No.
I need some water, bro. Shit. I ain't even. Dang. There we go. All right, man. I'm trying to get my damn self together, bro.
I definitely thought you said something else for a second. I was like, all right.
What you thought I said?
Anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, right?
Anyway.
Anyway. All right, man. Start the damn show.
I just realized that man said Mr. Luke anyway.
The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, the key agency enforcing gun laws, hasn't had a permanent director since 2015. Today, I'm proud to nominate David Chipman to serve as the director of the AFT. David knows the AFT well. He served there for 25 years. And Vice President Harris and I believe he's the right person at this moment for this important agency. And I've said before, my job, the job of any president, is to protect the American people. Whether Congress acts or not, I'm going to use all the resources at my disposal as president to keep the American people safe from gun violence. But there's much more that Congress can do to help that effort. And they can do it right now. They've offered plenty of thoughts and prayers, members of Congress. But they
D-Mark got that heat.
What you saying now? I'm the man now. I be flying in the bird when I land down. Bands on bands now, I got hella fans now. Chopper hit 'em, we call that a man down. I keep them racks on me, but I don't rap for free. They say that I'm Hollywood, it don't bother me. Bitch, please don't follow me, I don't do no following. Only taking phone calls when that money calling me. Choppers as tall as me, ballin' I gotta be. Niggas acting like bitches always got the tick. White on me, yo gotta inspire me. I was just a youngin' trying to get it, yeah we gotta eat. First it be fiery, make these niggas get tired of me. You a worker, I'm a boss, nigga, you can't fire me. Keep green like celery, dodging all of these felonies. Killing them with my melodies, going hard like on every beat. Shot it, thought it forever be. Fans, they keep on telling me that I'm the hardest in the street. Wait till I hit the industry. At first they wasn't feeling me, now these bitches, they feeling me. I'm on top where the ceiling be. They done made my night hearing me, but what you saying now? I'm the man now. I be flying in the bird when I land down. Bands on bands now, I got hella fans now. Chopper hit 'em, we call that a man down. I keep them racks on me, but I don't rap for free. They say that I'm Hollywood, it don't bother me. Bitch, please don't follow me, I don't do no following. Only taking phone calls when that money calling me.
Bro, I just knew King wasn't gonna be back. I was waiting on it. He gotta cut shit to the last second. Huh?
Hey, I got a question. Who is the AFT?
That's exactly what the
Lord, Joe Biden. Lord, Joe. Lord, Joe.
That's the AFT, man. You know, they the
Antifa. Lord.
You know,
control guns now?
right? Exactly. You know, leave Joe alone.
Hey, Joe know what he's talking about. It's the beer, pistols, and cigarettes. You know, beer. Stop it. You know exactly what he's talking about. Beer, pistols, and cigarettes. He know what he's talking about.
I'm gonna just start calling it the AFT.
Right, the low key,
You start calling the
I-
AFC. I'm gonna be like, that's what the president said.
I
It's
swear
the
to
AFC.
God, if I see somebody with a BTC shirt on, they snatched it from us. I'm putting a stamp on it.
BTC, baby. All the way. Well, what's going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Gunline, man. Look, we've been down for the last couple of weeks, and I think it's been even longer since we had everybody on the show. But we back, though. You know, we didn't had a busy few weeks, you know, but I'm glad to be back. We got quite a few things to talk about. So many things that have happened since the last time we've been live. You know, I just want to say shout out and thank you to everybody that came out to class this past weekend. I know it was hot out there, but we had a good time and got some good training in. So thank you guys for that. But anyway, you know who I am, Sean, aka they call me Banks, and we got Mrs. Banks with us today. Good evening.
Hello,
Good night.
Good evening.
Good morning.
Good evening, good night.
Good afternoon. Welcome to
Good
love. Okay.
Good night, my
My
people.
bad. I thought he was going to Raheem Devon jump.
Good night to you.
Shut the fuck up. I spit my damn drink on. Good night to you. Shut up.
But listen.
Mazel tov. Happy Hanukkah to all. Like, shut up.
Oh man.
Yeah, what's going on, Mrs. Banks? Hello.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'm tired, but I'm here.
No, we motherfucking tired. Man, I swear I came in the house though, and literally was just on the sofa until it was time to do the podcast, man. I was like, I can't do it today. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
And you're blessed.
We got Mr. and Mrs. Anyway.
Yeah, it's good. We in this building. You know what we do? We coming in with all electricity, all energy. Mr. and Mrs. Anyway, you can go.
You know, it's Kenneth J, aka the Glizzy Guzzler.
That sounds so bad. Why would you do that?
the way he ate that damn hot dog.
I just ate the meat that you had on your grill.
Came off smoking.
Barely choking over there.
Came off smoking.
You had the meat on the grill.
Had the meat on the grill.
Yeah, he said, I said it had two of them things.
What?
I mean, it's not my fault. Sean looked at me, was like, "You want one of the big wieners?" I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah." Put that joint on the grill.
Good Lord.
Nah, man. Nah,
biggest hot dog I've ever seen in my life.
We happy to be here, man. We need it, bro. Like I've really been like appreciating this podcast, bro, the past few weeks, bro. Like the way, man, just be tired sometimes. But I'd be excited, you know what I'm saying, when the lights dim and the curtains open. You know, I get excited.
And last but not least, man, listen, that was so fucking inspiration. I needed that. Spoken to you from the Glizzy Guzzler himself. Last but not least, man, we got King Dingaling himself. Big King. He just came today. We're still rocking.
What you drinking over there? Like a castle.
This that dark sweet rum. Yeah, it's some nice stuff right here.
Everything Keem say just sound romantic. This that
Right.
dark sweet alcohol. Like, could you imagine Keem as a doctor? I just want to tell you, you got about 4 weeks left. The cancer is spreading. Like, you know what I'm saying? Think of any profession to be Keem, bro. We're gonna find you a real nice Dodge Charger today. Scat Pack, Henry, 392.
So you can look good in that thing.
Yeah. It just
Oh man.
Church congregation, welcome. This is your host, Big Sig Minister, Big Dick King. How y'all doing out there today?
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. all the men sit to the back. All the young ladies come to the front of
With your
the
offerings.
congregation with your offerings. And for a low price of 5 minutes in the back, you will receive the ultimate package.
The Holy Spirit.
Not the Holy Spirit.
Mm.
You will see Jesus today.
Look, I ain't going to hell, man, fooling with y'all.
Well, we'd already said it now.
I just want to shoot guns. I just like guns.
Listen, man.
We're gonna go to church. Where earthquake said Jesus said, well, since you're here.
Yeah, you're going to stay here.
Man.
Who knew?
I knew. He said, let it go. Just let it go.
Let it go.
If nobody's ever seen the earthquake special on Netflix, please go look
What
at
happened when they
it.
do Rick?
It was hilarious.
Hey, Miss Robinson.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Mama.
Uh-oh. Man, anyway.
Ken just left.
Listen, we had a great time last week, man. The reason that we didn't do the podcast last week is because we had the Rage Retailers Expo. So we was out there for a few days, enjoying ourselves and meeting new people, making new connections, and shout out to USCCA for inviting us to their shindigs as always. I always appreciate it. You know, we had a great time down there. Hold on, I got to put my boy back in the bed. Ugh. Okay.
Quincy.
You got the 5 minutes of fame.
Right. B, are you lagging? Say something.
Yeah, she lagging, bro. Damn.
Good
She
Lord.
might actually be coming down the steps to get him.
She probably is. But yep, man, she go. But anyway, man, look, what do we got to talk about tonight? So I guess the first thing that's pressing, right, is the Indiana is the Indiana mall shooter from the other day. And the Good Samaritan, the good two-way citizen. Quincy got up out the bed. And the good citizen that, took him down, and of course, this is probably the first story like this in the self-defense situation, or potential stop the threat that is actually getting more media attention than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why that is, but now it's starting to get people to realize, like, you have to take it upon yourselves to protect yourself. The interesting part about it is the fact that it came out a couple hours ago that this man, he was pretty proficient with his concealed carry gun. I don't know if you guys saw, but he shot 10 rounds at 40 yards, hitting the suspect 8 times.
God damn.
Those are pretty good shots, yo.
That's some really good shots. 8 out of 10 for 40 yards.
Yeah.
Good gracious.
That is pretty good, man. Like, good Lord, man. Like, that's really good. And I was thinking about it. I said 40 yards, that's a good distance, man. And hitting the man 8 times out of 10, like
8 times out of 10. And the thing about it is, if you really look at it in retrospect, like by the time the guy knew he was hit once. He was just putting him in him. So I'm pretty sure those was 10 rapid shots that he put in him.
Right.
That's tough. I mean, that tough isn't good. That's good.
Ken, do you have the whole story that we can for people, I guess, for the folks that haven't really caught up with this story so far?
Yeah, let me find the link. I had it up. Nope, not that one.
Well, while we wait on that, just to put things into perspective, 40 yards is a great distance. Like generally speaking, most defensive situations will happen and happen between 9 and 15 feet. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so 40 yards, that's that's a hell of a shot. You could
That's a
tell you can
great shot.
yeah, you could tell that that guy has been utilizing doing some training and things of that nature, which we try to tell everybody to just get out there and continue to train, because you just never know, and so
He got me
shooting
want to go
it
out there and shoot from 50 yards now.
right, and I don't like shooting 80% at 40 yards is pretty damn good, you know. So I don't know, man. I tell everybody out
This
there,
is that
listen,
teacher said. Nope.
let's try to do some more training. Now that being said, right, you can get into the details of um, was this the best thing for him to do at 40
There you go.
yards? But
I
it
found
it,
it.
it worked out.
I'm putting it in. What's his name now? I should be in there.
All right. I don't want to have to read though, so
Oh, it didn't. I wasn't looking for like no video. I was looking for the story.
yeah. You just read the story, bro.
Long ass story.
Hit the highlights.
Good
Hit the
gracious.
big skin. Big skin.
It's gonna be definitely a big scale. So the gentleman, it
Hit the
says,
clip notes.
Is that still a website?
It is.
Is it? It is Elijah. Elijah Dickin is so Elijah Dickin is the gentleman's name of Greenwood, Indiana. Is basically being praised by a lot of Indiana leaders. 22 years old. 22. And I just have to say, you don't see a lot of 22-year-olds that can hit 80% from 40 yards. There's a lot of grown men that can't do that.
Well, I saw the picture. He nigga at least 30.
Holler. I bet you want to pull it up. Like he look like he's 30. I was just so everybody can see a picture of him. Oh, actually, I can share my own screen.
I mean, but that's only a year of him owning that pistol. Like,
Yeah. So that's the gentleman right there, man. Gun rights advocate. He's a good guy with. They put a good guy with a gun. They're calling him a hero, a Samaritan. Just everything. So just trying to really skim through this whole thing. Like I said, I read the entire thing.
Who was the killer, and what was his motive? Does anybody know?
Right.
I only read this one. Like this is the first one that popped up for me. I haven't actually gotten into the entire story of what happened on that.
Well,
This says all told, it said the gunman fired 24 rounds. Dickin fired 10.
so I think he ended up killing 3 people, right?
He killed 1. So he killed 1, wounded 3. Excuse me. Basically, just going down the line, like anybody that's read the article, like this young man is basically just being called a hero, protecting, hundreds of what they're calling it, protecting a lot of lives. And for me, I'm trying to look deeper into it to see if it was, and I guess I'm asking everybody in the podcast, because we do say that in any situation, although they're calling him a hero, would you have engaged at 40 yards if the gunman wasn't directly shooting at you?
Well, I mean, like I was saying,
to protect life, I get it, but I'm just asking is what I'm doing.
Well, like I said, it could definitely go on the flip side of that, and one could wonder why he didn't just get the hell out of there. But I'm sure it would have probably been a lot worse had he not. Um, but I mean, even more so than that, talking about the psyche of people right now. From what I understand, he went into the bathroom. He was in there for like an hour or whatever the case with his laptop and stuff. And I think somebody saw it. And I can't really say that somebody should have tipped somebody off or nothing like that, because in the same sense, a guy could have just been having the bubble guts or some shit like that. So I don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on with the folks, especially, never mind, I ain't even gonna go there. But it's been a lot of individuals taking it upon themselves to try to create and do as much harm as possible. And luckily, this guy, this time somebody was able to
Actually
defend.
stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. I mean, Ken, what do you think? I mean, do you think it was more? I mean, like even being 22 years old, like that's a wait. Is Ken there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, sorry. I think when Banks went on mute, I thought everybody was on mute.
Like, yeah.
No, I'm saying like even at 22, this kid put himself in a mindset that he was ready to defend his life. And I mean, at 40 yards, he was damn sure confident in his own shot. Like he was definitely confident in his shot.
So one, I'm reading up on it a little bit more. They made sure to say he used his Glock handgun. So I'm not sure what Glock it was, but they made emphasis on he used the Glock.
Tuck by the comment now.
Good Lord. Oh my God. That was actually about to ask that question. What did he use?
Yeah, they didn't say what type of Glock, but they said he used his Glock handgun.
If I had to put a bank on it, I guarantee it was a 19.
17.
I almost. You said what?
You said it was his concealed carry, right?
You can conceal carry a 19. I can conceal carry a 17.
It might have been a 43, bro. If he hit from that with a 43X, he got some crazy.
I mean, what gun it was.
How long?
Right. I do want to see what gun it was now.
I doubt it was gonna be on here though.
But he was with his.
It's not on there.
He was with his girlfriend, and I want to say, I think he was just with his girlfriend shopping in the mall. So he pulled his gun out and started telling people to get behind him, like waving people over out the way. They said it took all of 2 minutes. At 22 years old to have that type of mindset. That's very impressive, especially given we don't know his background, whether he may have been military, local law enforcement, whatever. At 22 years old, that's pretty impressive, to be completely honest.
Man, and to have to get all the box.
Exactly.
he about to get it all. And obviously he was on the NRA's homepage earlier today.
Of course. Come on now.
I think the NRA posted him like 3 times today. As well he should though.
I mean, he's definitely a hero because I mean, like we talk about all the time. Like when you think about that fight or flight mentality, he definitely fought. And in this case, I'm not saying all cases would be like this. In this case, he won.
Yeah, he might have been counting 23 too.
They said he returned fire just 15. So we tell people all the time like the seconds count. They say he returned fire 15 seconds into the mass shooting. So he literally thought about his life, everybody's life around him, made the decision. They can't necessarily say if he looked beyond his target or whatever, but I mean, maybe God willing that those 2 shots didn't hit anybody else or anything of that sort. But I mean to think about that in 8, what I'm saying, in 15 seconds, man, that's immaculate. Like
so if we take guns away, what has ever happened?
If you take what? You said guns away? Oh, absolutely
guns
not.
Away. Are we still wanting to take guns away? I feel like there should be more of these stories, but the media doesn't show.
Yeah, there should be, but you don't want people to get the misconception of thinking that in all situations you should return fire. Simply because, and I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate, but I'm not really trying to just. So the guy Elijah was a very good day for him, because say if the guy had on full body armor with a fully auto carrying a 100-round drum, and he returned fire, like you are in danger. You know what I'm saying? In the 40 yards. So this was a very lucky day for him as well. You know, the fact he is a hero, no doubt. I'm not taking that away from him, but he's definitely a hero. But I'll tell anybody, that might be listening, if you have the opportunity to avoid it, I understand, just try to avoid that. But he was just super confident in the shot, and he made the right choice.
Well, some people got it, inherently different, the different mindset, especially because, like I said, it could have been considerably worse, had he not intervened. Gary, how you doing, man? Good evening.
How you doing, man?
We're talking about the Indiana shooter, or the mall shooter, and the gentleman who put him down, a citizen, a concealed carry holder, that took it upon themselves to save other people around them. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. Other than that, I lost my train of thought. So somebody go ahead.
It looks like he definitely has some sort of military either in his family or in his bloodline, like or in himself. But they're not, every story I find, they're not giving us much on his background. But this shirt I found, it looks like he's wearing an Air Force shirt.
Well, you never know. Like his family could have been
military.
having him shoot and train and things like that from a young age. Like,
No,
you just
absolutely. I would definitely understand it. I'm definitely a huge advocate of that. I think we all need to get our children out there to we did the rifle and concealed carry class today. I had my two sons, Jarrell and KJ, out there, 13 and 10. For anybody that thinks that's too young of an age, is not. I think that's actually a very great age, because they're going to be very receptive to the information, solely because they do play a lot of video games, Fortnite, the Call of Duties, everything like that. So when you give them an opportunity to see the true breakdown of a gun, and actually, instead of me talking to them more so, when King was doing a demonstration of breaking down a gun, I told him I listened to King, so that way they didn't have that, well, daddy might get mad if I do something wrong. It's like, nah, I let him listen to King and I stepped away, but I was right there with him the entire time they shot, and they did a hell of a job, man. So I'm a huge advocate of training your kids young.
Yeah, so obviously the guy's only 22. So evidently he's been putting the time in, doing what he got to do, and that's what I love to see, man. So, for those out there, flight or fight is real. So, think about that. You might find yourself in a situation, man. What are you gonna do?
Do you know anything?
I mean, I was actually just trying to see if I could find more information about
Him?
the guy, about Elijah.
Yeah, it's not much coming out about
him.
Like his background.
I mean, obviously, there's people who don't agree with his actions, but
really,
yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's always going to be on pro guns. It's a couple of articles where people say they don't agree with it. I mean, but at the same time, if how would you have felt if your daughter and or son was right behind this kid when he decided to do that, what he did, and saved our life? Then you would have been over there praising him. Yes, oh, thank you, God. You saved my kids, and now they get an opportunity to see tomorrow.
It's all circumstantial. Like if let's say he hadn't done what he did and more people died, and then you find out later that he had a gun, that technically he had training or something, then you'd be pissed that they didn't act. So it's just kind of like
it's kind of a gray area a little bit.
But who could possibly be pissed off about that or have something to say? It's just like,
I mean,
you'd be surprised. I mean, you see all the stories, but you see all the stories we read, though. It's always somebody out there that's against what people do.
Like if you don't act, then you're wrong. But if you do act, then you're wrong. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. So it's kind
of like that. I just want them to be in this situation, man. To see firsthand.
Well, I mean, that's not something I would want to wish
mean, I
on anybody
guarantee
to
you
be in that
the people
situation.
Well, listen, man. The way I look at
I
it, bro,
get it. But you
like,
look, but we have to look at your background though. You also did 4 tours in the military, so your background is a little different than most people's.
but regardless, though, why wouldn't you call the police, right? Like the
But
whole
see,
interaction happened in 2 minutes, bro,
police
But
is
or
that's
less.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
We're programmed to trust the police. Like
You're not
our first
programmed to trust
instinct-
civilians around you.
You saying who you, but we know. But for the most part, but anytime there's a problem, your first thought is
I'm calling the cops.
911. That's your immediate thought is to call 911. It's
We're truly programmed for
to
that.
be like, well, let me go do this.
Now-
That's why training
And that's
is important.
fine.
You
But
untrain yourself.
that's perfectly
you are
fine.
also
But what happens when the cops don't come on time?
that's what I'm saying. You're right,
Oh,
and
most
you're
definitely.
right in that sense because we have done enough shooting and we've been around enough to understand somebody coming in my house right now, etc., whatever the case may be. I'm not thinking about let's call the cops. I'm thinking about all right, I got my life and my kids and my wife's life to defend. That's how I'm going to think. But you have a lot of people out here that are anti-gun that are going to say, well, why did he shoot back and why did he kill a young man? And what if he would have hit somebody else? Or what if his shots wouldn't have hit? Oh, he might have just had a lucky shot that day, et cetera, whatever the case may be. I mean, you already know that it's like, apples and pears. It's always going to be somebody out there that's not going to like something.
Yeah.
Just got to accept that
I
one.
will say that, I definitely commend him. But like we said, 40 yards is the hellified distance.
Facts, bro. And I know he was had to feel
he was right. I mean, like he had to have been like super fucking confident.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it didn't even say that he let off 3. He let off 10 and hit 8 at 40 yards.
Right.
And he said
That's almost half a football field.
They said it was less. They said he has fired those shots in less than 15 seconds.
But that's like his training is killer. On top of the fact that you can't own a pistol until you're 21. This kid is 22, regardless of whether maybe he shot with
his parents have definitely probably been training him.
But even still, though, just in that mindset, just technically knowing that he probably only had it since he was 21,
well,
that's some hellified skill.
I'll tell you one thing.
He was hellified confident in his shot.
If my kids was at that mall, I'd be buying that boy steak dinner from Roost Chris right now.
Oh yeah,
thank you, man. Thank you.
I mean, you got to
might even get a little head.
I spit for real, bro. What the fuck? Hey, well, hold on. What DC Curry said off next Friday? I'd have shot his big ass if it was me.
Listen,
but
bro,
I commend that man, bro. Like anybody in the chat that knows, bro. Like we hit shots from like 30, 35 yards when we out of the range. That man
not stroking egos or anything like that.
Not trying to do anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, people have actually seen us out there shooting like that, and he's like, "Damn, y'all got a good shot." This dude actually had to make that decision in 15 seconds, bro, with lives, around him. And I know that guy he had nobody behind him. That's why I commend him on his shots to hit 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And we tell anybody you shoot till you stop your threat. He felt that the threat was done after 10 shots, apparently. Or he might have missed the first 2 and maybe with adjustments. I don't know.
Well, did he run out of?
But if he had a 43X, he only
because I'm like that really made me think though. Like he shot 10 rounds. Like you ain't really think you ain't counting off your shots. So maybe
if I had to put bank on it though, bro, he had that 19 on him. Bro. I know it was a 19. I got to put money on it. I would either say the 19 or the 45. I guarantee that's what he had on him.
Man, don't nobody know about 45s, man.
What Mark Chop at? The 45X? What? That was so funny that day. He said, Sean, yeah, you did. Sean said, no, I did not. Like, bro, Sean boys, he was so calm.
Hey, listen,
he's like, you did tell me it was a 45X. No, I did not. Yeah, you did. I was like, what?
I was like, bro, I ain't saying nothing like that.
What? When this story going viral, I guarantee it. 30 days, everybody gonna want whatever Glock he had.
Bro, facts, bro. You already know. When
everybody gonna want that Glock he had.
This is gonna come out. I'm like, well, so what Glock did you have?
And Glock is gonna be so happy about it. Like I said, Glock
Facts.
has gotten a lot of heat, like not recently, but previously with having certain guns that were banned or whatever, and them ending up on the black market.
Damn, I wish I could buy stock in Glock right now.
Glock almost declared bankruptcy. So
I wish I could buy
any
stock.
publicity for them is good shit.
You'll get calls every 20 minutes, bro. You got the Glock 19, bro.
Yeah, you got that Glock 19, bro. Nah, I got the 19X. Nah, I need that Elijah gun.
I need that mall shooter.
I need that Elijah gun.
Why didn't they release what type? They just keep saying Glock 9mm pistol. Like, what the fuck?
What did the individual who started this stuff? What did he use?
They said it was.
They just said it was 2 rifles.
It was a SIG AR.
SIG AR.
Okay.
God,
yeah.
So it's quite literally SIG versus Glock. Lord.
Yeah, you know. Nah, I don't like SIGs. That's what that dude used at the mall. I want a Glock.
Lord,
like they have personality.
You know it's coming, bro. You know it is. We've been how many guns? We've been doing this too long now to know that ain't coming, bro.
It is.
I don't rock with SIG.
Just FYI, Belle's sitting right here, but she don't want to be on camera. What's the next story, baby?
God, I really want to know what gun he used.
A Connecticut man was arrested after he drew a gun on 2 women for not. Hold on. Okay, I remember this. Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, let me start this over. A Connecticut man was arrested after he drew a gun on 2 women for not thanking him for holding the door on them. Open for them.
Oh.
Anything?
Oh, so,
Can y'all hear me?
You gotta say that again.
What the fuck? Can you hear me? Mic check.
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you now. Go ahead.
I can hear you now. I didn't hear you at first.
Keep looking at with that crazy ass look on his face.
Because we were lost.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good.
I said
before you say that, he used the SIG M400.
Yeah, that's somebody just ordered that gun from us. It's a decent rifle too.
It looked decent. Oh
yeah, is it? Perfectly honest, like it's like a $1,300 rifle.
Yep.
But I don't really know why though. Like, because when we got it in, I was like, I mean, it's nice and all, but it is what it is. All right, man. Moving on. So, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, all right. A Connecticut man was arrested after he drew a gun on 2 women for not thanking him for holding the door open for them.
I seen that. And
that boy got mad and said chivalry is not dead.
Wow.
I mean, like,
chivalry ain't dead, but your ass is.
Yeah.
Can you imagine though how many times he's probably held the door open and somebody, either got pissed off at him for holding it open or didn't say thank you, just didn't say nothing. This probably was his last straw. He was probably pissed. He was like, fuck this shit. Like,
yeah, I mean, it happens.
But to be like,
but to draw a gun, draw a weapon, bro. Like that's a little OD though. That's a little OD right there.
So diving in, right? A New Haven man is in police custody over a Saturday incident in which authorities said he brandished a gun after failing to get a thank you for holding the door open.
Yeah.
Joshua Murray, 25, became upset after 2 women at the Family Dollar store.
Not at a Family Dollar. Oh, Lord.
Didn't express their gratitude. A witness told Hamden investigators. Officers responding to a report that a man is brandishing the gun outside of the store found an armed Murray nearby. He then interfered with officers during the arrest. I don't know what that means. According to the New Haven Register, Murray was eventually detained and hit with the felony charge of carrying a pistol without a permit. That's number one.
God.
He has also been given related misdemeanor charges of interfering with the officers. and 2 counts of second degree breach of peace.
Jesus,
That's
Christ.
it.
He gone to
That's
prison.
it. I mean, well, that's tough.
You want to know what
So
though?
he got
Is
more
that-
for carrying the gun without a permit than brandishing the gun on the 2 women.
You know what? If he had the permit though, he probably would have got hit for the brandishing. But because he didn't have a permit,
They was gonna hit him with the hardest one.
I was gonna
Well,
say
he
that's
about to
the
get
one
hit
that
with
they
all
hit.
of them shits.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I have to probably
Women
keep
gonna
it a
stop
stack,
saying
bro.
thank you now.
I don't think it was because they ain't said thank you. That boy had something else boiling up in him, bro. Like, there's no way that took him
Snap,
over
bro.
the
Maybe it
Like, I'm
was
sick of
his
these
favorite
bitches, man. Golly, man.
But you know what?
Right on
Because
that.
of
Yeah,
this-
he had
because of
something
this
else, bro.
situation, women are gonna
That
start
was like-
saying thank you, and they're gonna use this as an excuse.
That was
They
like
gonna
the
be
dude from
"Hey,
Virginia Beach that we saw, that snap. The story we read from Virginia Beach. I think when they say he killed his wife, and then he killed his uncle,
Oh,
and
you
then he
talking
told the
about
news
black
reporter,
dude?
yeah, he snapped.
Hold on, we gotta find that video. Did we play that on the podcast yet?
No, we didn't play that.
Mm-mm.
Find that vid, bro. Somebody
Was it a
please.
video?
Yeah, it was like him doing the interview. And
Right. No,
Yeah.
no, I got you. Yep.
But yeah,
man, my man Brandish on 2 women that ain't said thank you. Not at a Family Dollar though. Oh Lord,
tell you, man, because they was probably snooty as shit too.
that's
You have
true,
the
but
$2 just like,
yeah, I
that
mean
motherfucker
that's
crazy is what it
true,
is.
but
that was
whoa,
wild, bro.
not for that, bro. I'm sorry.
No,
that just ain't
That's
worth
the
it to
biggest
me.
lie.
I'm sorry. It's no way I'm snapping on 2 women because they ain't saying.
Look, man, he probably got fired from his job that day. He ain't stop making excuses for that motherfucker. He looked crazy as hell too.
Yeah, he just, you know what? He probably been walking around with that gun. He just needed a reason to pull it. He never pulled his gun. He just needed a reason to pull it.
What happened? No, I was going back to that. Yeah, so that's really fucking unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate for him.
Oh yeah, right. No, for them too,
Yeah.
because now they probably scarred for life and shit.
That's true. Yeah,
And-
they definitely traumatized over that.
You know, I bet you they say thank you to everybody else from now until to the end of time.
What you mean they gonna say thank you to everybody else? They gonna order everything online. They have everything delivered to them there. They are not going.
Right.
They are not going out into public no more for a minute.
Another damn Family Dollar ever.
Can we do Dollar General? I just don't do Family Dollars.
Need clarity on the SBA brace tax stamp. Okay, we can talk about that a little bit here in a second. Now back to the news real quick. You know, the last time we were on, we were talking about the fella at the bodega, who ended up stabbing the guy, or did he shoot the guy or stab the guy?
Stabbed him.
He stabbed the guy,
Stabbed him.
but the DA and the prosecutor was looking to charge him with murder.
Yes.
And now it just came out, thankfully, that all murder charges against the Harlem bodega worker have been dropped, which he shouldn't have had charges filed against him anyway.
Not even close, bro.
Obviously from the video, man, it was like that brother could not do anything. You know, he had to protect himself the way he had to. So thank you, New York, finally, for helping somebody out.
Facts. I mean, let's keep it a stack. The dude was in Harlem. Like,
Right. Like,
come on now.
Like, this man was 61 years old. I mean, is 61 years old. You know, trying to fight off, 2 people, and like the girlfriend ended up stabbing him too. Like, good Lord, man. Like, what else you want from a brother? You know what I'm saying? Well, he not a brother, but
I mean,
brothers.
I know they be like, they consider it like a touchy thing, and they got to do that investigation, bro. But the main was, come on now, bro. The dude was robbing him. Like, what you wanted that man to do? Just submit and just surrender? Like, yeah, go ahead, kill me, big dog. I'm ready to go off this earth anyway. Like, come on,
Right?
man.
Like, I didn't live my life.
Yeah, the dude had to protect his life.
So that's an update in regards to that. Now, also, we talked about the last time, the young lady in Richmond who pulled out her pistol to quote unquote defend herself from this homeless guy who threw a chair at her and whatnot. Now she's about to have charges added to her because now evidently she chased the man down the street while she was shooting at him. So with that,
she became aggressive that fast.
On the wrong side of the road. She was driving down a one way. That's what caused the police to notice the incident. Because she was driving that, because she was still chasing him with her car.
So yeah, she said, "The hell with it, I ain't done with you yet," and chasing the man down the street, and then all plausible deniability goes out the window with that one. So now she's going to jail.
She is going to jail.
We were on her side at first when the story originally dropped. But once you cannot antagonize people and go after them, so that's where you lost. She probably snapped though and was like, I'm gonna get his ass, but that's unfortunate. It really is.
Yeah.
But I think that's all the updates that we got from the past couple of weeks. Those stories we're trying to keep everybody posted on. So let's move on. So
I shared it to you too, Sean. That crazy ass story.
Oh yeah. Let me pull that up.
It's a private chat.
Copy.
Damn. Had a Family Dollar though.
Anyway.
Had a Family Dollar. Good gracious.
So look,
I had it with y'all.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Oh, okay.
All right, man.
That's a commercial. It's going crazy.
Oh, is it the Instacart commercial?
Instacart.
hey, bruh. This video can get kicked off of YouTube for that. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
right. We about to get flagged like a mug.
We about to get flagged, bruh.
Hold up. Let me mute.
Lord have
First
mercy.
of all, why is this commercial so long?
I don't know, but it be singing the song and I be jamming to it when it comes on TV.
To killing 3 people across Hampton Roads says he did it and feels no remorse. Police
I saw this
Cole
video. This
Appeal
dude crazy.
last night. Today he
Crazy
spoke
as
with
hell,
Eugene
bro.
Daniel and said he planned to kill more people. Eugene.
Yeah, Janet, that's right. Cole Appeal admitted to the murders and in a chilling interview, he said he had more victims in mind if police didn't catch him.
Are you prepared to take whatever penalty a judge or a jury decides?
I'm glad to take whatever it is because I done lived my life here. This is over with now.
From inside a Virginia Beach jail, Cole Appeal confesses to murder. Caught on camera, the 30-year-old admits to shooting his girlfriend, his cousin, and a father figure in a matter of days.
Most of the times when people see something happen like this, the person that do it don't ever get to tell their side of the story. So I snapped. Yes, I snapped.
Beal is charged with 3 murders, 2 of the shootings happening in Virginia Beach, the other in Norfolk.
I shot in the head.
Beal said he shot and killed his girlfriend, Xavier Hill, when the two got into an argument over their relationship.
I was saying red. So when I put a dog in the room, I was about to set the dog on fire. And she told me, she said, no, don't do nothing to the dog. You can take me and do whatever you want to do to me instead and let him live. So I did that.
Beal admits to setting Hill's house on fire 2 days later.
Crazy.
Police later found her body inside.
I was definitely looking for more people, but I was choosing my people wisely.
His next victim, 73-year-old Clifton Baxter, shot to death inside his Virginia Beach home.
He basically raised me. So at the same time, when I needed this and that, just something to get on my feet, he tell me he ain't had nothing. But when I killed him, I found like $20,000.
Beal admitted to taking that money and said Downing McClain, his cousin, was with him at the time of the murder. Bill said he later shot and killed McClain when the two got into an argument in Norfolk.
I got fed up with him because he kept talking like you not about this, you not gonna do nothing. Like, bro, I just killed 2 people. You don't think I'm ready to shoot again?
Bill says he then took McClain's girlfriend as a hostage and says she was with him when police found him in an Airbnb in Hampton last night.
If they had picked me up, last night, I definitely would have got out and let out some more steam, because at the end of the day, nobody hears you when you talking regular. You got to do something like this, and now everybody in your face trying to ask you questions.
And Bill said he had nearly 20 guns on him and was ready to live life on the run. When asked if he's sorry,
I don't feel no remorse about none of this at all. When you snap, you don't think about remorse.
Bill is booked in Virginia Beach. We have the entire interview online and on our 13 News Now YouTube.
Bro, what in the hell?
He saying
you know what though? Like, he didn't snap though, because somebody who was actually snapped, they wouldn't keep saying I snapped. Like, you're not gonna say that. You're just gonna do whatever you did and not feel remorse for whatever you did.
That shit is pure evil, bro.
Like
that motherfucker is pure evil. Like, hell no. Nah.
I mean,
that's pure evil.
Niggas Lucifer, boy.
That makes I was ready to go in there and set the dog on fire. Like, wait, what?
Like,
what type of argument could you have gotten in for you to say I'm gonna go set the dog on fire? What?
Now I know one thing that I wouldn't have ever said is take me instead of the
take me instead of I would have hit him with a smooth. Well, listen, I'm gonna go pack my shit real quick before you do that, because I don't even want to be near you right now. And,
now, granted, she probably didn't think that he would do a thing like that, but
most people wouldn't though. Like,
that was insane, bro.
His uncle was hitting his girl, and that's where the dog came from. The uncle.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I didn't know the full story.
See, I knew that there was more to it. It couldn't have just been that he was pissed. He was pissed.
Oh, you know what?
I'm not saying he had every right to do everything that he did.
She probably gave the uncle fellatio.
She probably threw that thing on that.
She gave him some fellatio. He probably ain't care if he smashed the jump. Look, if he had her. This is the thing. If it was just missionary, he wouldn't have been mad. But he probably doggy styled her and she gave him fellatio. That's what it was. That pisses any man off. Like, oh, you had my girl bent over and she swallowed. Damn. Now I'm mad. Keeps it. He said,
That's
damn.
crazy, bro. There's people like that out here. That's crazy.
Hey, she put that thing on Uncle. And Uncle put that thing back on her.
You know what though? But he's right though. People don't start listening to you
until you do something drastic. Yeah.
And his thing, he wasn't even. I'm not saying he's within the realm of what to do, but a lot of people do act or react violently to situations like that.
Yeah,
and that means that if he had more people on the list, that means that then people probably knew.
And honestly, after he probably got to a point, he like, after I killed her, he probably was right. He probably ain't had no remorse. He was like, man, I'd drop anybody. And he was like, my life over. Like, he already knew once he made the decision. He's like, they gonna catch me. I'm gonna just live life on the run.
She low key sick though, bro. Like,
oh no, absolutely. I mean, but you look at a lot. I mean, you look at him, but then you look at a lot of people like your Ted Bundy's, John Wayne Gracie's. Like, them motherfuckers were sick.
Had he stopped at just the girlfriend or maybe even the uncle, he could claim crime of passion and not premeditated.
But we don't know if that is the case. That's speculation, though. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. He could have, had he never done this interview and had he never never killed the cousin, he could have definitely, with what the backstory is, totally could have claimed crime of passion.
I ain't giving him no leeway on him being psychotic. He is crazy. That boy is pure evil.
And he might end up in a mental institute instead of going to
Dante
jail.
said, no, that's what I was thinking. Oh, yeah, so this is speculation. So, I mean, all we got to really go on is, what bro told the interview. And the fact that he was willing to do a fucking interview, is insane in itself.
Yeah. You know what I always wonder? I always wonder the people that do shit like that, if they looking to just get that name in the books. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that makes you
just kind of like one of those sick people. Like, I want to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the route you decided to take. Like, now my name gonna be in the history books forever. you know, Ted Bundy was just crazy.
So now to answer,
actually, the sad part, they say that a lot of serial killers got very high IQs.
I'm sure that they do. That's probably why they're crazy as hell.
The world wicked. Oh, absolutely, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's the
Hell
world
yeah.
we live in. The world is wicked.
That's why you need that CHP.
Right.
And the AFT.
And the JHPs.
With that 9mm that's blowing them lungs out, boy.
That's why you keep your ass at home.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Gary, about the SBA braces, the ATL's final ruling on that hasn't came out yet. So I mean, there's still a lot of speculation out there in regards to that. We just had a seminar with the ATF last week down in at the expo in New Orleans, but all they wanted to clarify is now they are regulating all pistol, all receivers and frames
all
now.
Receivers and frames.
So P80s, 3D printed lowers, things like that. They're really cracking down on those, and now P80 here soon will have to be serialized. And so if you decide to buy one of these, you'll have to do a background check on them now. And now if you're going to sell them as a FFL, now you can still create P80 frames and firearms based on P80s, but they have to be done by a licensed gunsmith, and they have to be stamped. The frame has to be stamped now. So they're about to unveil that here shortly. They talked about that quite a bit, and so I mean, a lot of that stuff kind of went over my head. But the gist of it is, P80 frames they're really cracking down on. What question you had, Aisha?
So what are they going to do about the people who already own those frames?
So I mean, essentially, those people will be grandfathered
in, most likely,
Okay.
because you ain't got no type of system set up to try to collect all images to sterilize
I'm just trying to figure out like how they're going to grandfather them in too, because how do you know?
Well, you can always pick up a data purchase,
right? Yeah.
So are they hoping people on the honor system are going to come in and?
No, you don't have to turn your gun back in like right now.
No, I'm not.
No, she meant
that,
like saying that. Oh, I purchased this before that went into legislation.
Compare mortgage rates to help
Oh, what
house.
the hell? They just started playing out of nowhere.
Compare mortgage rates.
What?
Man.
But yeah, so do we build guns? Absolutely, we do. But yeah, I will say, we knew that was coming because Joe Biden and the AFT are in cahoots, and they're trying to get rid of ghost guns, quote unquote ghost guns. So we knew something was going to be coming down the pipeline with that. Now, as far as the braces and things like that, you still at liberty to put braces on your pistols and things of that nature on your AR pistols, or your AK pistols, or whatever the case may be. But for the time being, but just don't get caught with a stock on that unless you got a tax stamp. Yeah, so that's the update when it comes to that. Those seminars can be so mundane, and dry. We was like, oh my God, but it was still some good information. So now, essentially though, FFLs, as long as you have a gunsmith, a licensed gunsmith, or an actual, you can manufacture firearms now. It's crazy. So without having an 07, which is interesting, right? So if we wanted to have a P80, but it's a Virginia tactical pistol. You know, we could do that. You know, so that's pretty cool.
Y'all holler us by the end of the year.
Right, you know, I got that VTSA Glock 19.
I'm about to say it'll be close as a Glock as close as you can get.
The VTSA 19.
The VTSA 19.
You know, which is, but I just found that weird though that they changed that so you don't have to have a 07 when it comes to that. What is it? What was the term again for Keem? The personalized.
God damn it.
Some other blah blah blah.
It was personalized something. No,
I wasn't there.
Yeah, sorry. It's okay. But yeah, so be on the lookout for Virginia tactical guns coming out.
Get the new VTSA 19, boy.
We just gotta create our own serial number listing and things of that nature, which I was like, that's
0000001. That'll be the first one we put up.
Hey, that should go in order. VTSA 1,
VTSA 2. Can you imagine 20 years? Man, I got that goddamn VTSA 3565. Boy.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's their way of cracking down, and you know, because Chantilly is notorious for P80s, bro. They be selling them things like goddamn. And I'm sure they'll probably have a spike in sales too once this information becomes public.
Yes.
And they say that is going to go into place.
Did
they say when that was going to go into place?
I believe it was August, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But yeah, you now you gotta have an FFL to sell P80s as well.
There's gonna be some mad folks out there, man.
Oh
yeah.
Boy, behind us in Fredericksburg.
Yeah, old boy in Fredericksburg, you be tight.
Well, so Maryland already stopped that to begin with. I think that was like last month or something like that. Maryland already stopped the purchase of P80s. So hey man, they cracking down, bro. You know, it was just a loophole anyway. You know, and one thing that people don't realize is, like, yeah, you want to build your own gun and stuff like that, but most P80s that we done seen have looked like trash and performed like trash. You know, you bring them to the range of things. There hasn't been many put together P80s that we've seen that actually work consistently. And that's unfortunate because essentially you're paying more than the Glock by the time you finish building it out. And so it's like you did all that for the jam every 2 shots. So like you might as well have a high point for that. You got an $800 high point in your hand. I'm just saying, you know, because we
saw it firsthand on the range.
Have we seen many? I don't know. I really don't think we've seen very many that have.
The last one I saw, the owner of it was like, "Man, I love the way it looks, but the functionality of it is trash." He was shooting every third shot, it was jamming. He switched to his Beretta, so it's just like, I don't know.
So yeah. So you know, just like everybody, you keep on building, or you can go ahead and get some quality stuff. Unless you really know what you're doing when it comes to building, like you know, people just think like I'm gonna hit up YouTube and get this done, and next thing you know, wondering why your boat carrying group won't go back and back in the battery or whatever the case may be, you know, but you didn't build the 300 blackout or 6.5 Creedmoor.
What's your gas tube? Well, what's a gas tube?
Yeah.
You don't have no gas tube?
Shut up, kid.
Oh my god.
So the reason we say that, God, kid, you stupid. You know, he was building his own AR. He was like, bro, this joint won't stay still. This won't blah, blah, blah. I said, well, where your gas block and gas tube at? What's that? I'm like, bro, how you building the AR but don't know you need a gas block and gas tube? Where's your boat carrying group at? He's like, Oh,
he had
you
like
write
2
that down.
pieces to the gun.
Right, he had an upper and a lower
I'm about to
with
say he
nothing
just
in
had
it.
an upper or lower.
He legitimately thought
That
like
was
you
still
buy the upper,
strip.
you buy the lower, you put them together, and it's a wrap. I was like, no, it don't. It don't
I was
work.
like, you ain't got no safety on here. You got no trigger control group,
You
no
got a
fire
trick
control group.
skeletonized gun, don't you?
Right, exactly. That
That
Jones
boy ain't had no peanut
doing the
butter, no
360.
jelly, ham, no burger. Damn.
No sugar.
I was like, yo, we got to do better, bro. Stop just doing what other people say they're doing. And, you know, if you plan on getting into that, man, go see SDI or really go take some gunsmithing class and things like that. So you really know what the hell you're doing, man, you know. And just not out here looking cool with a nice upper and lower, but nothing that actually can shoot, you know. And I was like, bro, like this gun's never going to fire because you got no gas going to the gun. Hell, you ain't got no trigger in here.
And where your bullets? You got no ammunition over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey man, we got to stop buying these Amazon sites, man.
Yes, I know. There's a bunch of people, homemade gunsmiths that
they tight with it. They gonna be tight with us for this one,
right? I'm like, I know it's a bunch of y'all, and I know y'all made great guns that shoot, you know, sub MOA and things like that. I ain't talking about you guys.
Yeah, them Amazon sites, bro. Stop doing it.
Stop it.
What's them Jones? The Finachis? The Fiyakis? Yeah, stop putting those on your guns, bro. Stop. Everybody know they the same. They looked at them before. Them Fiyakis. Stop it.
Your gun sighted in, man. Shit, yeah, man, I'm sighted in. We go shoot. You still shooting way left. You said you shouldn't have masked. You off A zone, guy. I'm like, what are you shooting at? No, you sighted it in.
Listen, bro, shut the hell up.
And they be like, well, they be like, well, what you got on your gun? Not that shit.
Nah, man. Like I know one thing though. Like so, at this rifle class that we had last weekend, man, that shit was all right, man. You know, like we're running through those drills and seeing how, like, I was like, hey, these people done got quite good, quite fast, you know. But you can tell when people have been doing some training offline and stuff like that. Like we love to see that shit. Even with irons or flip up sites, bro was going crazy with them Jones. I said, good luck. All right, man.
Absolutely.
That's what I like to see. Which that leads me into our final points, right? We got classes coming up. Anybody got the dates off the top of their head?
We got August 6th coming up. That's our defense tactics class.
Oh yeah, go.
What? Go ahead, babe. You had them all.
Right. If you got the Google Calendar, go ahead.
No, I was just going off the top of my head. Yeah, I put that one up there. Yeah, so August 6th. And then we have another one. I didn't put that one up there for that. Let me see. Put that one up there. No.
So we got private
13th.
classes July 30th. August 6th for which class was that? August 6th.
That's our defense tactics class.
Oh yeah, defense shooting tactics. That's right. Defense shooting tactics on August 6th. That's a hell of a course. We always
That's a fine course, man.
With that, we got to get that on the Google Calendar because.
So it's our defense shooting tactics on August 6th, excuse me, and then we have a non-shooting class August 13th, and then we have a ladies only concealed carry course as well at 2:00 that same day, which is August 13th.
And then we got the Women's Expo, man, the Women's Shooting Expo, the Women's Range Day coming up August 14th. Yo, that shit is about to be lit. And it's for all the young ladies to come on out, bring your firearms. You know, this is just for y'all. Let's get some good training in. Get some bags, goodies, you know, potentially some shirts, things like that. But yeah, I'm excited about it. You know, this is gonna be good. The Women's Shooting Expo. I guess that's what we deeming it now. VDOT, what's good, bro? Good evening to you. Good night, my brother. Welcome, my brother. but that's going to be a great weekend. So the 13th and the 14th, and then I think that's it, right, Ken?
For right now.
Yeah, for right now.
Shows about to shows about to slow down. So y'all continue to check. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Y'all continue to check the website for updates. Bailey also sends out a newsletter. But that is vatactical.com. You'll see all of our updated class, any updated information, any upcoming events we're gonna have, any raffles we're gonna have, and always, man, I keep telling everybody, bro, it's so much inventory. I continue to update the website every day with new guns that are coming in: Glocks, Canics, Smith & Wessons, Rugers, bro. And I have to tell y'all, man, go check out the site, bro. We got some good Rugers on there, bro. Check everything out too on this site, because anybody out there that likes FDE, a lot of these manufacturers are starting to come out with FDE colors.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, so obviously you got your 19X. They got the Hellcat FDE. They actually got the Glock 42 FDE. They actually got the Glock 43. I think it's the 43. Yeah, the 43 is actually FDE as well. So just go on the site, man. Y'all go check out the site. We got all the firearms on there. That code continues to be live. Choppa, the CHOPPA. You get 5% off of all firearm pricing. So 5% when you put that code in. It's not limited to anybody. Anybody can put that code in. It's you get that and you get 5% off, bro. Like I said, we got a lot of good items up there.
And to the 43X raffle. We still got we still got a week left, man, for the raffle. Like, go ahead and get in, man. A week and a half.
43X, man. Come on, y'all. I know y'all know about that 43X.
Like Elijah, go ahead and get you this Glock 43X.
Hey, facts. But hey, let it come out that he shot the 43X. Y'all doing another raffle? Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. They got the 43X available now in FDE lore and then the black slide. Sorry about that. They do. They don't look tough.
Yeah, man. So think about that, man. Think about all that. Think about coming to CS for one of these classes. Trade the raffle ticket's $15, bro.
Why can I hear Trey in my ear right now? Hey, Sean, how much them raffle tickets is with the titties on it? And my man Trey, hey, that's a grinder right there, boy. Trey on that road, man. I know he is. Yeah, Trey, where you at? Indiana? He's somewhere. I know he in the room somewhere.
But yeah, the raffle ticket's $15, and then of course the more tickets you get, the more free entries you get as well. So one thing about it, like, we ain't hitting nobody in the head, man. We just doing this for a great event. I'm
in Florida. Oh damn.
For the Chopper community and support of them. So yeah, we definitely appreciate that. So yeah, other than that, man, I think that's Lord.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I don't know. I don't think we mentioned on here, but this weekend we in Chantilly. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We in Chantilly, man. Y'all come on up there, bro. Y'all know we be live. We in the same spot every time, so don't nobody be calling like asking where y'all at. And y'all already bought 4 guns from us. We be in the same spot every show in Chantilly. We're gonna have a good time up there, bro. Come and get some guns, have some fun.
If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, we're ready to get a lot done.